Before we get started, I'm Judge Gant, court's now in session, and just to give everybody some kind of guidance for today and in the future, we're here for a probable cause hearing. This is not time for discovery. If you don't have discovery, I suggest that after prelims you get in touch with the state to get discovery, and it is also not a fishing expedition. And we're waiting on Mr. Hudson, is that right? Oh, I'm sorry. States for, well, actually call the case numbers.
Is Hudson here?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, state calls John Ethan Hudson, warrant number 2024-A06-202-00014, a warrant for hindering an officer. Warrant 2024-A06-202-00015 for obstructing justice. Additionally, Your Honor, state calls Joshua David Washburn, warrant number 2024-A06-202-00019 for assault and battery in the first degree. Warrant 2024-A06-202-00020 for assault in the first degree. Warrant 2024-A06-202-00021 for possession of a firearm or ammunition by a person convicted of certain crimes. Those are the 5 warrants being called, Your Honor. The state would call to the stand Captain Huggins of the Blackville Police Department.
Captain Huggins, would you raise your right hand? Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do, sir.
Answer any questions the state has for you.
Yes, sir.
Captain Huggins, please state for the court the facts and circumstances that led to the arrest of Joshua David Washburn and John Ethan Hudson on March the 9th of 2024.
Yes, sir. On March 9th, 2024, at approximately 3 o'clock, that was a Saturday, I was working as a sworn police officer in the town limits of Blackville, South Carolina. I was patrolling the area of Hampton Boulevard near Fair Lane. I seen a large crowd at the intersection of Farrell and Hampton. And as I was approaching that large crowd, dispatch was also dispatching me to that location in reference to an altercation. Upon my arrival, I got out of the car. I spoke with the victim, who at that time appeared to be frantic, alarmed, panicking. The victim stated that the subject, or the defendant, Mr. Josh Washburn, pointed a hand and a black handgun at him and stated that he would kill him.
Oh, get the fuck away from him!
I know you have to talk to
Hey,
everybody
hey,
else.
hey, you need to calm down.
No, he beat me. I left because he beat me.
I know you got to talk to everybody
Man, you
else.
need to calm down.
Nah, because he deserves his
So who called the
You
police?
called DSS on me 52 times.
called the
I
police?
called him up.
That's true.
All right. You call? All right. Were you here?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I can't talk to everybody at one time. I mean, at once, but I'm gonna talk to everybody. All right. Just wait right here. I'm gonna talk to you. Wait right here. Tell what's going on, Mr. Hudson. I don't need you cursing out here. I will take you to jail. All right.
Well, chill.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me what.
I don't know exactly everything. What happened over that way. All I know is they was fighting.
Who was fighting?
Eddie Rayner, the dude in the group. I don't care if they record me. I don't care.
Who's fighting?
That's the man. Soon you put a gun on me.
He's got the guns in the white, no shirt, no shirt.
Another man down there, come on.
In the greenhouse, in the green shirt.
Which one?
Hat,
That's my
no
ex-wife.
shirt. They
Bring
got
my
all,
baby here.
they're not supposed to be.
Who was fighting? Who was fighting?
Eddie Rayner and the dude back there.
I attempted to continue to interview the victim. At that time, I ran Mr. Josh Washburn through Central Dispatch. I was advised that he had an active warrant out of state for Indiana with full extradition nationwide. I walked over to him, attempted at that time to place him under arrest.
Hey, turn around, put your head like that. Turn around, put your head like that.
Advised him of the warrant. He began shouting, screaming profanity at me, stating that the warrant was not nationwide. I asked him to calm down, tried to explain to him that it was.
All right, listen, listen.
He did not have nothing to do with
I didn't do anything.
He's being detained right now. He's being detained right now. Turn around. Listen. Don't resist.
Articulate a crime. Articulate a crime.
Don't
Articulate a crime. What is your rash? What is your rash?
I'm gonna tell you.
No, you tell me now. You tell me
You have
now.
a warrant out of Indiana.
No, and you know what? You can't do anything about it. You can't come within 250 miles.
Listen. It's been changed. It's been changed. Listen, it's been changed nationwide.
It ain't been changed.
Listen.
I just got off the phone with the solicitor.
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it in.
You take your hands off. This is assault. Assault and battery. Assault and battery.
I'm assaulting you.
Assault and
If
battery.
I'm assaulting you.
It's assault and battery.
All right. I'm asking you to turn around. Are you going to turn around?
It's assault and battery. You want a supervisor here right now.
All right.
Supervisor right now. Supervisor
I'm asking you to turn
right
around.
now.
I'm asking you to turn around.
Supervisor.
One more time.
You are
I'm
on
asking
body
you
cam.
I understand.
You are being filmed.
I'm asking
you. You are making a
Your
mistake.
warrant has been changed
You are making
nationwide.
a mistake. No, it
Your
hasn't.
warrant has been.
No, it has not.
All right.
It was another individual standing next to him, Mr. John Ethan Hudson, who also stated that warrant was not full nationwide extradition. I advised Mr. Hudson to step back. He continued to yell and scream as well. I continued to advise him to step back. At the same time, I had one handcuff on Mr. Josh Washburn, and Mr. Hudson attempted to pull him away, stating that that warrant was not valid. The out-of-state warrant was not valid. I told Mr. Hudson to step back again. Mr. Washburn at that time locked his arm out. He really wasn't resisting, but he locked his arm out, trying to tell me that the warrant was not active or nationwide for extradition. Asked him to calm down. I tried to explain to him that it was. So I finally got one handcuff. I finally got both handcuffs on him, and at that time, Mr. John Ethan Hudson approached the individual that I had handcuffed and began to remove items from his person as I was telling him to step away from the prisoner that I had handcuffed and in custody.
We got him.
He did nothing wrong.
I did nothing wrong.
He did nothing wrong.
It did nothing wrong.
Don't worry, brother.
Central Bravo 2. I got one detained.
I was able to separate Mr. Washburn from Mr. Hudson, got him in the back. At that time, Barnwell County Deputy Sheriff pulled up. I was out there by myself at the time. Barnwell County Deputy Sheriff pulled up. And
I did nothing wrong.
That's
It's a retaliation.
It's
This is a retaliation.
No,
This is
sir,
a
it's not.
retaliatory
No, sir, it's not.
arrest. Retaliatory
Sir.
arrest.
That's right, sir.
Retaliatory
No,
arrest.
sir, it's not, sir.
Retaliatory.
No, sir, it's not.
Yes, it is. Retaliatory. This is retaliatory. I don't give you consent to search.
exactly why that
I'm not lawfully detained. I am not lawfully detained.
Where's your ID at, sir?
I don't have one. I don't ID.
I asked the Deputy Sheriff, could I place Mr. Washburn in the back of his vehicle, because my vehicle was an unmarked vehicle and it didn't have a cage vehicle. And I was able to put him in the back of a Deputy Sheriff's vehicle at that time.
I don't ID.
I got you.
I don't ID. Hey, I'm being unlawfully detained here, Sheriff. You should have over jurisdiction. This officer right here is illegally searching me. I'm not even a part of what's going on here.
Don't step over here.
Camera.
Step over here, please.
Hey.
Just step over here, please, sir.
What's his name?
Sir.
What's my name? You
What's
don't
his
know my
name?
name.
Mr. Washburn, step
I
over
haven't
here.
even
That's a
ID'd
lie.
you. That is
He
not
didn't
my
ID.
name.
Sir, I'm
That is not
asking
my
you to
name.
step back. I'm asking you to
That
step
is not
back.
my name.
Sir, come over here.
That is not my name.
That's not his name.
That is not my name.
You got your
That is not my name.
Alright.
That's not my name. Again, illegally
understand.
searching.
Sir, I'm
Illegally
asking you to
searching.
please. I'm asking you to please step back.
Public sidewalk, bro.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. I'm asking you to please step back.
You know, you open yourself up for a huge lawsuit.
Just listen.
Huge. I've already listened. I've already talked with the solicitor, Bubba.
I understand.
I talked to the
I
solicitor.
understand.
And we already know the
I
deal. I got
understand.
emails from him saying they ain't coming within 250 miles.
I understand. I understand. I
You
understand.
that? So you know what you're doing. You're opening yourself up for a lawsuit.
Come over here.
No.
Sir.
I'm not detained.
Sir,
I am
sir,
illegally
listen,
detained
you have an
right
arrest
now.
warrant out of
I
Indiana.
am illegally detained right now.
Is that your wallet?
No, I don't have one. It's not IDing.
I know
I
you-
didn't ID to
That's
this
right.
this fucking public servant. This fucking public servant. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. Get the fuck off me.
Let me ask you to
Get
step
the
back.
fuck off me. Get the fuck off me.
Don't worry, brother.
You know what the Fourth Amendment is, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Illegal search. Illegal search, baby.
Sir, I'm asking you, please step back. You are on the public
That's
sidewalk.
illegal search and
You are
seizure.
on the public
That's
sidewalk.
illegal search.
You are on the public
That's
sidewalk.
illegal search.
You are.
That's illegal search. That's an illegal search. That's an illegal search. Illegal search. I love this. Hey, this is Huggins. This is Captain Huggins right here. Opened himself up for a 1983 lawsuit. 242, deprivation of rights. You know that? Do you understand that, officer? Do you understand that? Do you understand
Hey,
that?
sir, can I put him in your vehicle since you have a case vehicle, please?
242, 1983.
Thank you. I
Hey,
appreciate
what's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge
He
number?
already did.
What's your name and badge number? Ortiz.
I don't have a badge number.
What's your call
Ortiz.
number?
What's your call number? Okay. Hey, can you explain why I'm getting put in the back of your car?
You're going to be transported to Baltimore County Detention Center.
For what?
You have a warrant from Indiana.
That doesn't make no difference.
And it's fully extradition and it's nationwide.
No, it's not. You're wrong. Hey, he's fucking wrong.
Sir,
Hey, go back, guard that.
I appreciate it. Have a seat, sir. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
When you got Mr. Washburn to the jail, were you able to confirm the nationwide extradition status of his warrant?
Yes, sir. Before I actually removed him from the location, what we call sent an alert to the out-of-state agency. It's called a hit. The hit was confirmed before I removed him, and it was full nationwide extradition.
So I had a call out here, man. Individual with a gun. As I was going down here, they flagged me down. But I ran him yesterday. That's Mr. Washburn. I don't know if you're familiar with him. But anyway, warrant came back out of Indiana. We called first. They told me that it was nationwide. I even ran it yesterday without, the day before yesterday without dispatch. And they confirmed that it was nationwide.
You on about dispatch right now? See what
Yeah.
And at that time, he was transported to Baltimore County Detention Center.
As to the charges of assault and battery in the first degree against Mr. Washburn, were those based on the witness statements from, and this is a little bit confusing, there's a John Allen Hudson, who I believe is the father of John Ethan Hudson?
That's the information that was provided to me, yes, sir.
Okay, so there's a John Allen Hudson listed as a victim, and there is a Edwin Rayner Jr. who is listed as a victim in these two warrants for assault and battery in the first degree. What was the basis of the assault and battery in the first degree charges?
I'm not the police information.
What's the warrant?
Out of Indiana, I think he got like 6 of them, but I remember one of them was like possession of cocaine.
Were they fighting or something?
So I'm gonna come over there and talk to him. Just tell him to wait right there. I'm gonna come over there and talk to him.
Was the victim the old man sitting down?
Yeah, you can see that right there. You can see it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want about dispatch?
Yeah, I'm about to do that. I'm about to do it. Central Bravo 2. 1090 name, date of birth? First name is Joshua David Washburn. Joshua David Washburn. Spelling that last name is WASHBURN. Date of birth is 2/12/84. 2/12/84. Good copy?
Yes, sir, so,
Was that the statements that were made by the victims?
yes, sir, the statements that were made by both victims on body cam as well as a written statement. And I took that information back to a magistrate judge, told him everything I had, and I was advised that I had probable cause for arrest warrant for assault and battery first.
Please, it's
I'm gonna go over here and talk to him. She's renting it now. Hi. So you flagged me down first when I was coming out. Tell me what you know.
I come out my house. that
Where-
boy
where-
got
where-
gun.
where do you
I live
live?
over there on that back road there. I come out the house. That boy got gun. He waving gun at everybody.
What-
That's-
what-
that's
what-
soon as I
what
seen
boy?
him. That one in that truck.
You know him?
No,
You don't never seen him.
No, sir.
What kind of gun and what color was it?
It's black gun. Black gun.
Black gun?
Yes, a pistol.
What's your first name? Edward. How you spell that? R-A-E-W-A. What's your date of birth?
3/26/83.
You willing to write a statement?
Yeah.
He pointed at you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You willing to write a
Yes,
statement?
sir. Right now. And I'm gonna straighten him up. Put it on him too.
answer any questions the defense may have.
All right, you said that you were called out there by, was there a call made to 911?
I don't know if it came in through 911 or if it came in through the non-emergency number, but Central Dispatch did advise me to that location, as well as I was approaching that location simultaneously as I was being dispatched. And I saw the large crowd at the end of the road, so I knew at that time something was going on, and then dispatch also gave me the call as well.
So did you know who was involved
Before
before you stopped?
No.
And you didn't know who was involved?
no ma'am,
When dispatch gave you the call, they didn't tell you who was involved?
that is, no ma'am.
And so, when you pulled up there, you saw there was actually a crowd. There was a crowd of people on I guess, two sides of the street.
Yes, ma'am. It was some people that were standing at the intersection and some people that were standing across the street in the median, in the
Yeah.
divide, yes.
And you approached the people in the median first.
I can't remember who I approached first. I don't want to get locked in with that. I can't.
But you recall that you asked who had called law enforcement?
I think I did, or I could have done that.
All right, and you actually talked to a woman. Did you recall her name?
I've talked to several females out there. But to answer your question, I talked to women out there, yes, ma'am.
The woman who said that she saw a fight happen between Mr. Edward Rayburn and somebody else.
I talked to a female that gave me a statement. If you're talking about that female.
The one who was telling you about the fight between Mr. Rayburn and she didn't identify the second person.
I talked to women out there. I got a statement from a female witness, Ms. Baker. Ms. Baker gave me some information.
Okay. And you talked to Mr. Rayburn? I'm sorry, Rayner.
I talked to Mr. Ed Rayner. Yes, ma'am.
All right. And did he tell you about being in a fight with anybody?
He told me that someone pointed a gun at him. That's what he told me, and threatened to kill him.
So he never told you about being in a fight?
I don't recall him saying that. I would have to review my body cam video.
Did you look at the body cam before you came here to testify?
I did not look at it today, but I looked at it previously several
Okay.
times.
All right. And so after you talked to Mr. Rayner, what did you do?
After I talked to Mr. Rayner, I was advised that Mr. Washburn was wanted out of state, and I told the victim to stand fast, and I walked over to Mr. Washburn and attempted at that time to place him into custody.
All right, wait a minute. Did you already know that Mr. Washburn was wanted out of state?
Well, I didn't. I was told he was, but I wasn't for sure, so I had to confirm it through dispatch.
So you confirmed that at that time?
I did on site.
Okay. Now, why were you confirming about Mr. Washburn? Because at the time that you arrested Mr. Washburn, nobody had identified Mr. Washburn as the person who assaulted Mr. Rayner.
I don't understand your question.
When you were arresting Mr. Washburn, nobody had identified him at that point as the person who assaulted Mr. Rayner.
So
Why were you arresting Mr. Washburn?
I was confirmed. I was told through dispatch that he did have an active warrant out in there.
All right, so you stopped in the middle of this investigation to confirm whether he had a warrant to arrest him for the Indiana one?
Well, I didn't stop. I was doing everything. I can multitask. I can do a lot of things at one time. You know, there was a lot of moving parts going there. Being a police officer, you got to be able to multitask. I didn't stop what I was doing. That was one of the things that I was doing.
All right. And where did all this happen that Mr. Rayner says that Mr. Washburn pointed a gun at him?
He said it happened on Farrell Lane or on or near an address of 1253 Hampton Avenue. If I had a map, I could draw it out for you, but